Hello my dear friends, as we know that if previously we know that there is a one term internal energy which is denoted by U, and what is the physical meaning of that? We know that total energy contained by the system is equal to change in its intramolecular energy plus change of kinetic energy plus change of its potential energy. But as we know that if the system is stationary, for a stationary system we know that so for that, as we know that from the above definition of the enthalpy, H is equal to internal energy plus P into V, right? Let's suppose there is a piston cylinder arrangement in which there is a cylinder and this is your piston, and if the system will move at a constant pressure, system will perform at a constant pressure. So for that there is a one displacement of the boundary system. So when, let's suppose this is expanding, so when it is expanding the system will perform the work on the surrounding. So due to the expansion of system boundary, the boundary work will develop. So if we assume that there is a heat is into the system Q1 to 2, and along with that they perform a boundary work, so we can write like that Q minus W boundary is equal to U2 minus U1. Okay, so for that, as we know that when heat will transfer, yeah, as you can say like that, if there is a closed system at constant pressure, quasi static equilibrium process, quasi a static process. So for that, the heat transfer during a process at a constant pressure must be its change in enthalpy. So what is heat transfer? 1 to 2 minus W is equal to delta U. Okay, two property come into picture. What is that? One is the change in internal energy and one in change in enthalpy. See, both is the system property. So both are U2 minus U1 exact differential and H2 minus H1. Both are exact differential. That means both are the system property. That means both are depends upon the process initial and final point. So for that, what is change in internal energy? Only heat and work interaction, Q minus W. And what is the change in enthalpy? What is the change in enthalpy? That means what is the enthalpy? P plus U plus PV, right? The change in enthalpy always at pressure constant. This is wrong. Change of enthalpy for any process, for any process. Why? Because it is a property. See, this is your thermodynamic plane y and x, and this is your point number 1 and this is your point number 2. So during point number 1 to 2 there is any process. There is any process. But if that process is performing at a constant pressure process, so in during that process the change in enthalpy always gives its change in heat transfer process. So all these have two limitation. Number first, what is the internal energy limitation? Stationary system. Number second, no mass transfer. Mass transfer only heat and work. Right? Okay. Okay. Thank you much.